let's go to the Cleveland Browns schedule next, though, because this is the one where no one knows what to expect. I want to know from you guys, how did you judge and how did you go about deciding wins and losses for the Cleveland Browns? Dylan, I'll start with you with the uncertainty of a Deshaun Watson.
My headline, if I'm writing the paper here, what's with Watson? You can only go as far as your QB can go, honestly. I mean, if you get Deshaun Watson for an entire season, I think this is absolutely a playoff team. I think the Cleveland Browns can make the playoffs easily with Deshaun Watson for an entire season. But it comes down to that. If he's not there, is Baker Mayfield going to start the games? Is he still on the roster? Is he still going to be on the roster come training camp? Is it going to be Jacoby Brissett? Is that the backup they signed?
Yep.
I think it was Brissett. Yeah, so Brissett, Brissett doesn't win a lot of football games. I mean, so it's tough. It's tough right here to dissect. Is it Deshaun Watson or is it not? If it's Deshaun Watson, this is a playoff team easily. But if not, I don't like the Cleveland Browns as much.
Yeah, I put my record together, I want to say, as if Deshaun Watson was playing. As my storyline actually is it a trap to once again take these guys as a Super Bowl favorite, as a late playoff team favorite? You know, because as great as Deshaun Watson is, as better as he makes players around him, damn, the Browns going brown, ain't they? There's going to be something, right? The stink around the Browns, it does smell around the dog pound every now and then. Deshaun Watson may make this offense great. I love the Amari Cooper signing. I love David Bell as a pickup. I think those are two great receivers for him. Donovan Peoples-Jones like to show up here and there. But sometimes this defense can let things get away from him, you know? And like there's times we've seen in the season where really good teams have a really bad week and they just don't look like themselves. It's a long, grueling season. Yeah. And so with the AFC North, I think you're going to be in some fights. And all it takes is Mike Tomlin being gritty at the end, 5 yards out, and doing something sneaky and getting a touchdown in the last second for you to have a different loss that you didn't think was going to happen in your division. That's kind of where I went with it.
I actually do have on my record, I have them beating the Browns in week 18. Because I think when you look at this, I have that week 18 just screams a Browns loss. It's just one of those things that just feel like a Browns loss. I have them at 9-8, and really it's because most of those 8 losses do come from when I believe Deshaun Watson is not there. Dylan, you have them at 10-7. AJ, you have them at 10. I mean, we're all pretty much in the same boat for the Cleveland Browns. It all hinders on Deshaun Watson.
Let me tell you about that week 18. There's 2 reasons you and I feel that Pittsburgh is going to win. Either the Browns have already made the playoffs and they don't need their players in, or Pittsburgh needs that W and Mike Tomlin ain't going out like that. That's what week 18 looks like to me for that game. It used to be the Bengals and the Steelers. Now, you know, it's Cleveland and the Steelers. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, 100. This division is like with a healthy Deshaun Watson. And although the Pittsburgh is the Kenny Babyhands Pickett and Mitch Trubisky the other way, like I think Mitch Trubisky could be that guy and make this division and round out the division perfectly. But with Kenny Pickett there, they invested in him, and there's no shot Mitch Trubisky continues to be the quarterback. But Deshaun Watson, that's it right there. I don't think Baker Mayfield I don't think Baker Mayfield if Baker Mayfield's the quarterback for the first 8 weeks of the season, how many games do they win? AJ.
They beat Carolina.
Yep.
They beat Atlanta.
Yep.
Actually, I think they could still beat Pittsburgh that week. It's early in the season with what they're going through. So Carolina, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, New England. I can give them 4 of those wins.
Okay, that's not bad.
At the very least,
if you're the Cleveland Browns and you're without Deshaun Watson for those first 8 weeks and you get 4 dubs, I would gladly take that. I don't think that they
real quick. Let's not. We've had our fun with Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is still a starting caliber quarterback in this NFL. Yeah. Baker Mayfield should have been shut down by week 10 or 12 last season. He played through some BS. He played through a very hurt body. Like, I don't even think we know how banged up he really was. And I'm not saying that would have made them the top of the division or anything of that nature, but it wouldn't have looked as bad as it really did. And that's kind of the thing. We have our fun in season, but we're going into a new year. People are healthy. Mentalities are different. I'm putting a slight amount of respect back on Baker's name.
Ugh, gross.
Right? Even after I said it out loud, I was like, ew.
It's still gross. I mean, when realistically, when I look at it, I'm like, okay, they can beat Carolina with Baker. They can beat Atlanta with Baker.
One of these days when we have time, I'm diving in on Baker. I'm just furious at this point.
Why? What? Okay, Friday. Save it for Friday. So
you're one that believes in the guy.
You believe in Baker Mayfield?
No.
Yes.
You are Bailey. That's all I got to say.